Hi.
Yeah, Julian.
Where are we?
My new place.
Welcome to Ty's new
Welcome to
place, you guys.
Ty's
We're
new
at a
place.
new place.
And
Same
speaking
show.
of welcome back to,
Hi.
Welcome
Welcome
back
to.
to.
Hi.
Welcome back to.
That works too.
Oh, I don't know which one I like less.
That's what we're aiming for.
You let us know.
Yeah, so right now we're in the abandoned building that Ty's living in.
Right off the 60 and the 201.
Right off the 60 and the 60.
The 60
where
east
the
and
two
the 60
different
south.
60s meet.
You know where the 60 east and south, the bend in the 60 east, where it turns to south. And I know east doesn't go to south. Does it?
Let us know in the comments down below. How you been, man? How you like your new place?
It's nice. I like
Yeah?
it. I like it.
By the way, if you want a full tour,
Let us know what you think of these zebra stripes that we've got on us right now and how distracting it is for the rest of the video.
it's on you. I'm good. I'm chill. Oh shit. we just had a hell of a day, huh?
Yeah, that was a good.
Shout out our boys over at Eventide.
Be on the lookout for that video.
Yeah,
That's
if you don't know, we
soon.
stream with the boys over there, and we're working on some cool new gaming stuff, and we talked about some new plans for Eventide, so that'll be fun.
Hopefully that.
But that's not what you're here for. You're here for HWBT, everyone's favorite.
Everyone's
favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite.
Thank you. And today.
Oh my God! Were you gonna say what I think you were gonna say?
No.
Kobe's dead.
I wasn't going to. I wasn't gonna.
Ty, why would you bring that up? Oh, he was assassinated.
In fact, I'm gonna.
By the coronavirus.
I'm gonna cut this all.
Oh no!
I don't want footage of myself saying that.
I don't want footage of anyone saying that. All right, well, we'll skip past that. All right, let's talk about the people that are alive.
That's where I'll bring in.
Who are your top 5 people that are still alive? Top 5 presidents, dead, alive, mostly dead. Go.
Mostly dead. Jimmy Carter. Yeah,
that's it. Top 5.
That poor soul. He's just trucking. Julian.
Do you know that he's a trucker now? Not the good field to get into. Automated trucks.
Not a good time in the economy to be
in
trucking.
This economy? Jimmy Carter? Hot button issue.
I got back from Flagstaff.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
The up north, as we call it down here.
I hadn't been. I'd never been to Flagstaff.
Really? I hadn't been until a couple years ago too. So it's. What do you think?
A couple interesting things happened.
Oh.
The first night that we got there, it was on a Saturday night.
Don't believe me, just watch.
And we got there at about 9:30, 10, I'd say.
At night?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was.
okay.
We got there a little bit late because we were at that tattoo convention. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And maybe even a little bit. Yeah, 7. We left at 7:30. So 9:30, 10 ish. And we wanted to go get some food. Our plan was to go to this like bar and get cheese balls, not cheese balls, mac and cheese balls. There's a very
Max
big
there too.
Max cheesy balls. Hey, welcome back to
cheesy balls.
Say it.
Max cheesy balls.
Hi, welcome back to.
Welcome back to Max cheesy balls.
But we went there and it was just like bumping. Like it was too much. There were like laser lights. It was like a club. And it's
with
like,
some banging mac and cheese bites though, right?
Yeah, okay. But we ended up not going. We're like, oh, let's just go tomorrow. I don't know why because it wasn't usually like that. It's normally like a restaurant that has a bar in it. But the whole thing was like set up like a club, and there was like a guy doing sloppy karaoke. a very sloppy karaoke. I can't remember. It was some hip hop song.
Tiny dancer.
Everybody's favorite hip hop song.
I didn't hear you say hip hop.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Then it's I'm the real shady. I'm the real shady. Everybody's Slim Shady. I'm the Slim Shady. And another
Why is he getting?
Slim
Why is the guy
Shady.
doing karaoke getting the lyrics wrong?
The true karaoke vets don't look at the
Don't look at
lyrics,
the
but they
screen.
also don't know the lyrics.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. I'm with you. So we went around to other places, and like every single place that served alcohol had the exact same lights and lasers and party music. Yeah, every single place in
Gotta
like
keep those
in, like,
college students happy.
yeah, in downtown Flagstaff with the Airbnb we stayed at. It was
Molly
like
capital of the world.
5 minutes. It was like 5 minutes away
Okay.
from downtown, so we walked everywhere. So we were just walking
Right.
to
Very
every single
walkable
bar.
city. My
yeah,
God.
for sure.
The
But
streets are so tiny. You
there was
cross them
nothing.
in 5 seconds.
So what we ended up doing was going to a pita pit. That was the only thing that was open that didn't have dance music. That was the only thing that served food that was open and didn't have party music playing at it. So it was like 11:30 by this point. It was way too late. We had walked everywhere. It was freezing because I wasn't prepared for it to be that cold my first night because I was just wearing what I wore up there with a jacket over top.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't, but
You got the long johns.
no, I didn't. But so we like look it up. We look up where the pita pit is, and on our we're passing it, and no, we're not passing it. We're going to it, and a girl passes us on her phone, and she's on Google Maps, and she's talking to her boyfriend, and I'm assuming it was her boyfriend. She's like, and she's talking to the phone. She's like, Google Maps to Pita Pit, and she's like walks past us. As we turn the corner to the pita pit, it was comic, it was across the street from the pita pit.
Did you stop her?
And she nope, of course not.
Google Maps will get her
I
there.
didn't say a goddamn thing.
Did you end up seeing her at the pita pit?
No, she never showed up. The same.
Where the fuck
the
did
same-
Google Maps take her?
I have no idea. A
A
different,
different pita pit.
There's no way there were two pita pits in
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 Flagstaff?
downtown Flagstaff. That would be
Maybe.
funny.
It's just
But I
their.
don't
That's
think
their
that
Starbucks.
Uh-huh.
Meet you on down by the pita pit. Do my homework. Okay, so that's your weird interaction. That's not
That
so
was
bad.
yeah. I was walking and there was on it was totally a college town
Yeah.
that I wasn't ready for. It was almost cliche. It had ads on the flagpoles for jobs, you know,
Yeah.
with the
Oh, yeah.
tearaway ads, but on every single flagpole,
Yeah.
why? There was
It's
one
like
that said
they took a real college town and squished it down into this little joke of a town, like a set.
yeah.
It's like a joke of a town. It's so small. It's probably about the same size as Globe.
I don't know. That might be right.
It's tiny.
It might be even
I
smaller.
remember driving around and being like, "Is this it?"
It probably has more people, but I bet it might be a little bit
I hit
smaller.
the edge, and I was
Mhm.
just like, "No fucking way."
Here
this
we
is
are.
This the end.
The other side of the island. But there was one of those little tearaway ads that said web design $300 and then a phone number. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay. And I was pretty confident I knew what it meant. And then I thought about it a little bit more. And I have
What are you
no
getting
idea
paid?
what am I getting paid? Is that what happened?
Oh, he'll charge you.
is
Oh, now I'm thinking you're right. Now it's like a resume.
no, but I have no idea which one it is.
I do web design.
I was
charge
so
$300
confident
to
that
get
I
in
thought
contact
no,
with me.
I thought it was a job.
I did too until you said that. But
Uh-huh.
now I'm rethinking.
I have no because that was all that it said on the
Did you
whole
give him a
piece of
call?
paper. No, I did not.
Damn it,
I should have saved the number.
dude! The other day, this is a quick one. I got a phone call, and then I didn't answer it because I didn't recognize
Right.
it, and read the voicemail, and the guy is just like, "Hey, young Kim, let me tell you,
Cam?
young Kim,
Kim.
young Kim, like that's the name," and he was like, "So I see that your lease on your car is coming up on the end here, but boy, I am gonna be dedicated. I'm here for you. I want to make sure that you're happy. Want to make sure that we make this sale. Want to make sure that we get you in a nice car and keep you in that lease. So just give me a call back, okay?" And I was like, "Okay, well that's not me." Then he texts me the same message,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Okay.
And I text him back, and I'm like, sorry, bro, I think you got the wrong number.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't respond. 5 hours later, calls me again and leaves me pretty much the same voicemail. As if he
Why didn't you
didn't
answer
call
this time?
once, didn't get a text. Huh?
Why didn't you answer this time?
I was...
Wow, you just went.
No, I did answer the third
oh.
time. No, the third time I answered, and I was like, yeah, hey, he goes, is Young Kim there? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh.
You just changed this guy's whole world.
I did. I'm like, you've never gotten the wrong number before? He was just like, oh,
Who are you?
he did not ask who I was. He just said, or if she was going to be there later, she was just like, do you drive a Nissan? And I was like, I do not. And he was like, sorry to bother you. And he hung up. And I was just like, I feel like my text made that clear, bro. Why'd you call again? And then act like you didn't get the text.
Sorry to bother you.
Weird.
Maybe it's one of those things where you can't text back.
And I was, like,
There's no reply. I don't know.
I don't. Oh, like it's.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Like it's sent through like a.
I thought it
proxy
was some
number.
scam or something. I was like, maybe
Sure.
they're trying to like.
I would have thought it was a scam. I don't answer. I just use the Google Assistant to answer all of my phone calls.
I don't think. Is there a Siri equivalent? Because I have Apple. I don't think she can do that.
No, she can't.
She doesn't know how. She
Stupid.
never learned how. Let's know who your favorite virtual assistant is down below. Cortana?
Cortana.
What a cool idea, right?
I
A
forgot
video
that.
game character being the AI
Yeah.
companion. That's a cool idea.
Mhm.
And then she's not that cool.
I've never used it. I have it, right? Hey Cortana. Shut it down.
What? Hey, Cortana.
Cortana, there's
Send the message.
Cortana, the eagle flies at midnight.
Tell the chief.
Did I ever tell you that story?
What?
The eagle flies at midnight.
It sounds like a Dwight quote, but no, I don't think so.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
It was in like, oh God, it wasn't.
No.
I don't even know if I was in high school yet. It might have been like early high school, like freshman or sophomore year of high school. I feel like I don't want to say names, but a couple friends and I would Skype call, and we would like. Because remember in Skype, you could like also dial a normal phone number and add it to the call.
Yeah, just call them.
Yeah, so we would do prank calls. We would do like group prank calls.
Okay.
Where we would like pretend that we were giving the phone like to each other, and we would like switch off. So we did this like really elaborate one where we called the Walmart electronic department and said that we got an Xbox from there, an Xbox 360.
Okay.
And like it was like wasn't working, so we like read some things online, and we like took out the hard drive and everything, and then we like took off the back, and there were like pictures in it. There were like pictures of like a family with like 2 kids, and like we made it like this like whole conspiracy theory. And I can't remember what we did to like reveal too much information. That it was like obviously a prank call, like it like because it like could have been true for a little while, and then we like said like too much or made it too obvious, and then the guy like sort of caught on, like he was like trying to help like solve the problem,
Sure,
and then
doing his job.
Yeah, and then he realized that we were like a bunch of kids just fucking with him, and he was like trying to play in with it, and he just like pauses for a little bit, and he's like, the eagle flies at midnight, and he hangs up the phone. And he just hangs
Wow.
up. He just
What a champ.
Yeah. No. It was great.
That's awesome.
He totally
Good for him.
the best thing that you could have done.
I mean, he's just
That's
trying not to blow his brains out anyway, right?
Because he's trying like
he's in
get
the
it out
Walmart
of the way.
electronics section. I'm sure he's having a great day.
Yeah. Be done with it. But give him throw him a little bone, toss him a penny.
I want to move on with my day, but at the same time, hey, that was a good try.
You got me for saying.
I've been a kid. I was a kid. I know what kids are like.
You've seen a kid.
I'm gonna
name a kid.
That reminds me. I'm gonna tell about my little doctor visit yesterday. So, woke up a few days ago.
If we, go ahead.
With a lump in my throat. No, it. I was kind of like, I was immediately uncomfortable. Everything felt choky. And I looked at my. I had Jenna look at my tonsils, and she's like, "They're enormous." And I was like, "Well, they always are, so that doesn't
Still
mean
have
a whole lot."
tonsils.
Yes, I still have. Okay,
It's fucking scrub.
how do you not have tonsils? When did you get yours removed?
God, I don't even. I barely remember.
A long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing: they don't do that anymore. I asked the doctor about. I'll skip ahead, but I was talking to her about my tonsils, and she's like, I was like, so how do I go about, getting rid of them? She's like, so it's not like it used to be. Just because they get you sick a lot or because they're too big doesn't mean anything. You have to have sleep apnea. Then you can get the surgery.
Oh.
Otherwise, your insurance isn't going to want to pay for it.
Oh.
And I was like, well, looks like I got.
So it's just an insurance thing?
Well, essentially, yeah, because
It's not deemed.
no doctor
necessary
would
enough.
approve. And the doctor I went to wasn't my doctor, but she was like, yeah, your doctor won't approve that unless it's
interesting.
absolutely necessary,
Well.
because it's considered an unnecessary procedure. So no insurance wants to pay for that.
Good to know.
So you got lucky. I did not. I got these big ass things in my throat. They really do take up about 80% of my passageway, I'd say. But then on this day, the other 10% to 20% was taken up by my uvula, which was swollen for the first time ever. So everything
Let's
was
get
just.
a diagram right.
So
here.
let me tell you about this. So when I would swallow, it would
Can
activate.
we close our eyes and just picture it?
Yeah, okay, right. So you're sitting there, you're like, throat's a little sore. You look inside and you see, oh, everything's bigger than it should be. And you're like, well, let me get a good swallow in. And you go to swallow, and it activates your gag reflex because it seems like you're swallowing your uvula every time you swallow. So that was my whole day.
I had to stop imagining
Every few
that.
minutes I was like, oh. Nope, I'm good. There's nothing in there. It was like something was just trying to dangling on a string, and it was like, no, you're not yet.
Oh, that's
So that was
terrible.
unpleasant.
Unpleasant is an understatement. That's awful.
So,
That's the
so
fucking worst thing.
I then that night we were celebrating my dad's birthday, and we went to this Mexican place and this cannoli place, and I ate a lot more dairy than I should have. So then I gave myself food poisoning, essentially, through lactose.
Yeah.
So that was the next day was me gagging while having my insides just want to be on my outside, and what a day that was. So then the next day after that, I was like, I should go to the doctor.
Yeah, when does this get good?
So I went to the
when does something good
doctor.
happen?
Now we're at the doctor's office. So I get to the doctor's office. This is a clinic. So I sign in, and there's no one else there. And I
Okay.
wait for 30 minutes and watch the entire last 30 minutes of Shrek 4.
Hey,
I see it from
that
all the
ain't too
way
bad.
when you meet Fat Puss in Boots. Welcome back to Fat Puss in Boots.
Oof.
All the way up
Oof.
to the credits, through the credits. And then they called me in. Then I talked to the nurse. She took my little pumpy arm thing. I could hear the Velcro
Right.
really stretching on that. And I was like, that seems like it's going to be inaccurate. And then we went to the next room. And I sat down and waited another 30 minutes to
'Cause
see
you
the
would know.
doctor. And I waited for the doctor for a long, long time. And the doctor came and was just kind of like, all right, so you got a sore throat? She flashed the thing in my throat. She's clearly having a day. She's just like, yeah, okay, so that looks good. So what's the problem? And I was just like, and I explained what I've been going through. And she was just like, sometimes that just happens. And she's like, so I'm going to do this.
What do you do?
She took out the big swab thing, the long stick
Okay.
cotton swab, and was just like, and I was like, ugh. And she's like, I know, I'm a bad guy. Haha. Ready? And she just jammed it in my throat and got the sample, and she's like, I'll check this to see if you have strep. We'll go from there. She
Okay.
leaves. I go and wait again, another 20 minutes. She apparently gets the results, doesn't tell me about them. Another man opens the door. He's about my age, and he's like, okay, so, and I gotta tell you, this kid is chill. I'm pretty sure he was stoned out of his mind, or that's just his personality. But
Okay.
he's got his mask on, his white kid freckles, and he's just like, okay, man, so I'm gonna administer this to you. Do you want it orally through like, you know, you take medicine. This is how we talked. This
Okay,
kid is
I
so
thought you couldn't
interesting.
remember what he
No, no,
said.
I'm going to be doing a
This
perfect
is you.
impression of him.
This is
He was just like, so I can give you the medicine and you can take it that way, or I can get in a shot and I can give you a shot, and you're and he described the scientific word for whatever's right above your ass.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, I guess I'll take the medicine. And he was like, all right, well, they're both medicine, so I'm going to need you to clarify. And I was like, and I was like, oh, I meant the pill. And he's like, oh, there's no pill. It's liquid. And I was like, oh, it's liquid medicine?
Why is that?
Liquid medicine is disgusting, man.
Sure, but is it worse than a shot?
A shot in the ass didn't sound so bad. I was like, I got plenty of padding that it can go in.
That sounds way worse than a shot in the arm.
Well, okay, so I was not on board for the shot. I was like, yeah, I guess I'll drink it, man. And he was just like, and then he stood there for a minute. And he was just like, all right, so you want to take the liquid one? He's like, either way, man, I'm going to get the medicine in you, okay? And I was like, what's it for, by the way? No one's told me what I have. Am I sick? And he was like, oh. I can go find out for you. He's like, but by the way, like, the shot's not bad. It's, like, actually a pretty quick shot. I do it all the time. People say I'm pretty good.
Okay.
And so I was like,
That's
and he,
people's
like, then I
critique.
started to like him. And I was like,
Okay.
all right. I'll do the shot, I
Do the
guess.
shot.
I'll do
You
the
convinced
because
me.
then it was like
Yeah.
I really don't like drinking liquid medicine, and I wanted to get over with quickly. So I was like, whatever. So then he's like, I'll go find out what exactly this is for, and he leaves. And then later she comes in and she goes, okay, you don't have strep. Did he talk to you about the pill versus the shot? And I was like, yeah. And I'm going to go with the shot. And she's like, really? You're going to go with the shot? And I was like, all right, I'm getting some conflicting reports on the shot. She's like,
Ooh.
okay, no, that's a good choice.
she said, "Oh my God, the shot."
Oh my god, the shot. She was like, okay, yeah. Oh, so the shot, by the way, is like a little steroid. It's gonna help you with the pain in your throat. And I was
Alright.
like, oh, okay. So then she goes to
So why isn't it directly?
she goes to
into your-
close the door, and I look, and I can just see him without his mask, the kid, and he's just sitting like across the hall, looking straight at me, and he's holding the he's holding the syringe in the liquid, and he's like, yeah. He's like looking at me like, are you sure? And I'm just like, and he's like, he fills it up. And then he comes in a few minutes later and he's like, so we're doing this, huh? And he's like, I'm kidding, man. It's going to be great.
It
And
sounds
so
like
then
you
I-
two are about to have it. You both lose your virginity
Yeah.
to each other.
So I stand up and I'm like,
It's his first shot.
and he's like, yeah, whenever you're ready, man, showtime.
That's exactly what's happening.
And I'm like, and I like go over to the table and I'm like hunching over it. I'm like, just like this. And he's like, you can stand, you can bend over, you can stand on your hands, man. I just need to get this thing in you. And so, and then I start pulling my pants down enough for him to get to me. And he's like, and I was like, is this good? I don't want to go any lower than I have to. And he was like, that's fine. Honestly, bro, you want to hear a story while I do this? And I was like,
while I do this,
and he's
Get
like,
attacked.
he's like, I've seen some crazy shit here. And I was like, okay, yeah, tell me a story, bro.
everybody loves it good.
And then he does, and while he's giving me the shot, honestly, easiest shot of my entire life. I highly recommend if they offer there, whatever that is. Oh, better than the arm. The arm can take you out for a day sometimes.
I'll
You
get
flu
like a
shot?
bruise.
Oh, my whole like arm just is sore sometimes. Like I got punched by something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
By
shot on the ass,
something.
10 out of 10. So he's like, he goes, well, okay, so the thing about this job, right? A lot of old people get sick, okay?
Did you know that?
And I was like, yeah. And he's like,
That's a fun fact.
I don't know if you know this about old guys, but they just like to kind of just drop their fucking pants to the ground, you know? And I was like, oh. And he's like, yeah, so it's just balls out. And he's like,
Just-
let me
I
tell you,
wish
man.
didn't say that. It's just balls.
And he goes over and he starts giving me the shot. And he's like, from this exact angle, dude, I have seen some low fruit. Some low fruit, bro.
Oh no!
Longer than you could believe. I was just like, oh, okay, not what I thought you were gonna say. Honestly, I was like, that's weirdly not as bad as I thought you were gonna say.
That's almost.
And he's like, it's as bad to me.
Speak for yourself, dude.
I know. I was like, what, did they slap
You
you
didn't
with
have to
it?
live through it.
You didn't have to feel it. Why did you feel them?
I'm giving him
Just
a
seeing
shot.
if he's all right.
I'm back there.
In the balls.
Oh.
Shot in the balls.
Oh.
And you're to blame. Hi, welcome back to Shot in the Balls and You're to Blame.
Oh, that's good.
Be a good game show.
What would the
You shoot you in the balls with like a paintball gun or something. Whenever you fuck up a question or something.
God.
And
I
you're to
guess-
blame.
What?
It's your fault.
Remember, you have to sign a contract that says it's
Remember,
your fault.
it is your fault and it's okay. It's happening. So yeah, so that was the doctor's office.
Well, that's good.
That was a fun little day for me. And then he was like, also they're gonna give you some medicine, so good luck. Get better.
Well,
and then he
you're getting
walked
better.
away.
And that it's not
I feel fine now, honestly.
the big.
I was, because like even by the time I saw them, I was like feeling pretty much better. But I was just like, is this gonna be a thing for me?
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
A thing.
And that's why when she wrote, the doctor in the notes was like, says he's getting better, wanted to be checked anyway. I was like, seems
just
like
for
a
the next doctor.
passive aggressive way to say that.
Just for the next doctor. This
He's
one's a little
fucking
bit
neurotic,
of a
I
pussy.
guess. He's a pussy.
That's a-
Reminds me of my fucking 12-year-old daughter. Jesus.
well, let's take a break.
And we're back.
Julian.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of hair.
Hey, let me start by saying, dude, I appreciate you opening up like that. That's crazy.
Do you have a lot of hair?
Dude, you
Julian?
wouldn't believe. I'm Italian, so
Same.
yeah.
So,
So we know what it's like.
Do you mind if we can?
Molto bene.
We both said that at the same time. Oh God.
So yeah, so you're hairy.
Huh.
You're a little
I
sass. That's short for little Sasquatchy. Little squatchy.
I don't know if I want to how much I want to say, but
You are the editor, so you decide.
it's the
ultimately.
point.
So I'd say as much as you want, and then you edit around that.
It's at the point where I don't want to think about what would happen if I didn't shave my asshole. You know, like you didn't like. I don't even want to think about letting it go too long. Like, because once you know, can you
I
empathize?
don't, unfortunately.
You don't.
I mean, no. I mean,
You got nothing.
I would prefer if it didn't exist. I
And
would prefer
that's
if that
it.
wasn't a thing. But it's not like bad enough that it's affecting me in any way.
Well,
I guess knock on wood. I don't know what you're going through. Tell me about it.
okay.
What
I
are
don't
the
know,
issues?
Maybe you have this. Maybe this is something that you share. I name 2 places on your body that. Name 3 places on your body that gather lint.
My belly button.
Okay, sure. That's the cliche one.
Yeah.
Which I'm not even like certain about. It's got to be.
What? What do you mean
actually
certain about?
have?
What do you mean certain about?
Like that's never happened to me.
You don't actually? No, I'm fat. So like I think that whatever it is that I have like enough
Okay.
contact that it happens.
All
Or like
right.
a deeper belly button or something. But I definitely do.
Okay.
Definitely get belly button.
All right.
It's always fun to remember. Oh, I was wearing red today.
Okay. And what's 2? where
It might be my butt crack.
yep, and that's it. No other your armpits.
Yeah, your
nothing.
armpits never really get
Never.
linty.
There's no the knee pits are nothing.
No.
It's always your fucking.
Maybe sometimes
asshole.
around my crotch.
Why every single day when I take a shower,
Depends on your underwear.
just so much lint falls out of my ass. I have no idea. It's never. It's
Are you
never-
wearing? Maybe it's your
a col-
underwear.
It's never the same color as my underwear. Do you
Oh,
understand?
I don't know what that means
I
at
don't
all.
know either. I have no idea.
I don't know what that means at all.
It's
I
never
want
the
you
same
to
color.
leave this all in and just do a censoring of the sound, because you can work with so much of this. It's crazy. But okay, yeah, no. Don't have that problem personally. It's not an epidemic for me at all.
It would be for me.
That's
It's
too
not
bad.
currently
Yeah,
because of the right.
like a Seinfeld bit. Because of the
Because of
they'd have something to say. Because of
the unopened wine bottle.
I really don't get the metaphor with what you.
Circumcision.
So once you're circumcised, you look like an open wine bottle? That would be horrifying. That means the whole tip is gone. It's just a clean cut. It's just a rectangle.
A prism.
That's a horrifying idea.
Oh
Just a square penis.
God, it'd be like Minecraft, the Minecraft porn videos.
I'm trying to think if ultimately it would really change anything, actually.
For who?
Well, assuming it's not like weird hard, it's still penile, it's still tissue, and it's just squarish.
Still penile. Squarish.
And just a different shape, right? So, I mean, I feel like it would ultimately be the same for you. For your partner, it'd be a little more square. Be a little more square in there.
Oh,
That'd be the slogan for the
Little more
company that
square
turns
in
your
there.
penis into a square.
it's like sorry to bother you, except with a horse, it's just it's just a square penis.
It's a square penis.
It's nothing.
That's not so
not
bad.
not even that invasive.
That's not so bad.
You just take a pill. You take
Imagine,
one pill,
here's a fun idea.
or you can take a shot. Which one do you want?
Say that an alien abducts you, and the
Okay.
typical thing is that they put a thing in your ass to probe you and figure you out. Okay, that's not what happens. Instead, they make your penis a square. Okay, you come back down to
What do you
Earth.
say?
Yeah,
what do you
do you tell people, or do you just maybe
You'd have to.
they can't fix it
I guess you
necessarily?
wouldn't have to necessarily.
You could get like plastic surgery probably.
What would you tell them? You'd have to tell.
Or you tell the doctor. I just mean like,
But what would
you
you
tell your
them?
friends?
What would you tell the doctor? You've gone too far.
Oh,
Play
you're
with
right.
me
You're
here.
right.
You have to.
You have to say something, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Hey, Doc, you're not going to believe this. I was chilling on my porch, like I do. Noticed a giant spaceship floating in the distance. Thought I'd go check it. No, it was a spaceship. I thought I'd go check it out. So I took my tractor.
You went.
I could have gotten on the moped,
You saw a spaceship.
my Vespa, but instead I went for the tractor. It's more practical. I use a diesel. And I went down.
Nurse.
I went down and I followed that spaceship. It didn't seem to want me to be anywhere near it, but I followed it for 30 or 40 minutes,
Nurse, can we get a
deep
brain
out into the
doctor?
woods.
I know they have a name. I know
At this
another
point,
doctor
you know,
here
a
in this
tractor is not
store
meant
here,
to be in the woods.
but,
So the tractor is really picking up a lot of trees.
I can't remember the name of the brain doctor. Can you just get the brain doctor here? Go
I'm
ahead.
picking up trees I'm really,
Yeah.
this is deforestation.
Yeah, the
This
trees
is
you're picking 'em up.
deforestation. I didn't know what that meant until I
Sure,
was
sure.
doing it myself.
Trees,
So I'm
right.
taking down the trees, still following this spaceship. It's picking up speed that I can't match, but I keep following the light. Eventually, it slows down. It gets the point, which is that I didn't go nowhere.
I didn't go into nowhere.
So I hop on off the tractor and I walk on towards the light.
Your
The-
accent changes every sentence.
They don't mind me, little old me. I go towards the light that is now shooting out of the. Anyway, I'll go and I meet the little alien man. His name's Gerald. Very nice, very small, very
Very well endowed.
touchy. He liked touching all over me. He liked feeling all of me. I think it was new, and so it's just like when you first play with Play-Doh. What is it? You're gonna want to feel every little bit of it. He got real
get all up
distracted
in
in my undercage. Got real confused.
Don't say undercage.
Now, here's what you need to know about this whole alien man. This man is completely square. This is a square man with square parts, and I've got these round, confusing
how do his
parts.
limbs work? How are they
Anyway,
square?
he gets my pants off. I don't know why or how, but he has them off. And I'm now at this point, I'm thinking maybe I should go back home. I feel like I've gotten myself into another one of these situations, another one of these after church coffee parties at Greg's house.
Sir, I'm just
My
gonna
pants are off and I'm confused. And he's touching on things that he shouldn't be touching on. Next thing I know, I wake up with a square penis.
Sir, when was the last time you took Ambien?
Never heard of her. Haven't seen her. Can't say I took her anywhere. Is this about the girl that's missing? Because I don't know nothing about it. I'm here to talk about the square penis.
Sir, what did you do with Ambien?
I knew it would turn into this, and I just wanted help. This is why
This is why people don't like
This is why I didn't want Obamacare. It's for moments like this.
Oh.
I like my southern accent. I feel like it's my strongest. It's because I've grown up with
right?
so many. I mean, I was all over the place with the different kinds. The fun thing about southern accents, they're all a little different. They're all fun. They all taste the same.
They're all a little different.
Got a little bit of heat.
All the same.
A little bit of heat on them, on the back of them.
You know, heat on the back end.
Ooh wee.
Ooh wee.
Ooh wee. You feel that?
Zooey mama.
Yeah. When you get down in here, you get down in it. You get down in it. You head
What
down.
is that
You head down to New Orleans.
Oh, that's actually what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Crayfish. What is crayfish different than crawfish?
No.
Tell me down in the comments below.
Look at me right in the eyes. Tell me.
Tell me.
Don't
Tell
say
me,
a single
you
thing.
Ty, tell me in the
Right
comments down
in the
below.
comments.
Please.
And if you tell me 1 second before, I swear to God, I will strike you.
I'll become more powerful than you can imagine.
What do you want to do? You want to do a BuzzFeed quiz?
Let's talk more about your butthole. Let's move on to your taint. How's that doing?
Barren.
Like a bear down there. That's where the only place I let have any hair. Can you imagine? Shaved completely up front and back, and then just a tuft.
Strip.
Like a troll doll. It just shoots out straight in a line.
Oh God, it's longer than your balls. It's like
Yeah, well, it has to be. Otherwise, why have it?
If you because then you can't because it's just hidden. It's just for you.
You ever see someone with dreadlocks that are about yay long? It's like
You
if
ever
you're
see
gonna
someone
do
with
it, you should
dreadlocks
do
on
it.
their balls?
I don't usually like those kind of porns.
No.
Too much. Too much.
Yeah,
it-
those
too much
are on
tattoo.
the pricier end of the. Oh yeah, right.
I don't believe in it.
I don't believe in
My
what?
mom's from Japan. Do you know that they don't like tattoos in Japan?
Oh, really?
Really, dude, it's illegal to get tattoos in Japan.
No way.
It's like an underground trade.
Wow.
You have to like go find clubs that will do it. In
What
the
if
back
you
room.
have tattoos and go to Japan? Is that?
Like straight up, they like don't want you there. Like if you want to live there,
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to go through like extra paperwork just for having tattoos and stuff.
What if you're just visiting?
I don't know.
That's
I think they prefer it if you cover it. So
Hmm.
you're in public, you're supposed to wear long sleeves or
Mhm.
whatever to hide as much as possible. Some people have like face tattoos, and it's just like, well, everyone's
What are you
judging
gonna
you,
do?
and it's weird. But it's weird to me because Japan is like nuts. You know what I mean? My favorite thing to do, I highly recommend it. Just go on YouTube and watch Japanese commercial compilations.
Oh, I like the game shows.
Game shows are fun too, but I love the commercials because they just do everything at 11, bro. Like they don't know how to be calm, and I love it. It's nuts. It's a different universe than
Yeah.
ours, and it's cool to visit. I wouldn't necessarily want to live there forever, but I'd live there for
I'd
like a
definitely
year
like to
or two.
visit
That would be really
at some
cool.
point. I don't know that I would live there for any significant length of time.
If I could speak the language.
yeah,
that's
always
the
such a
key
huge
thing.
Factor, yeah.
Anyway, but like at the same time, they're like tattoos are a little much, and it's like You guys got cat girls in all your commercials. Come on, like, what are we doing? Where's the line, right?
Mhm.
A tattoo? Come on.
Huh.
So I have one. So I guess I'd be kicked out, killed on the spot,
They shoot you
assassinated.
right between the eyes in the street. Write that down.
Train to Busan. It's just the whole thing.
Did you you've seen it, yeah?
I haven't.
Oh.
It's been in my Netflix queue since 2010.
It was a solid zombie flick.
I heard it's great. I just
Mhm.
I don't know. Movies that I know that are just gonna be gore fests. I'm
It's
always
not.
like,
I don't think it's like it's not. That's not what it is.
really?
I mean, it's like it's a zombie movie, but it's not.
Zombie movies
it's
are always
not
just.
meant to be that.
I hate
you
that
know.
every zombie movie has to have this shot where like a girl looks at the camera and she just like opens her mouth and just like blood and stuff just like oozes out and she's like and you're just like, okay, look at that, gross. Every time.
They might have
Every
that.
Resident Evil movie has the same
Okay.
shot
Well, you
of a
can't have-
zombie just being like, and its jaw is missing and you're just like, yeah, that's
good for
gross.
you.
Good for you.
that
Yeah.
you can do
The
that.
Walking Dead did that forever.
Yeah, but their makeup was like next level.
Sure.
Like it was like
But then
it's
it just
amazing. To
Got old because I mean,
showcase
how
it.
many times can you
I
see a
guess, yeah.
dismembered body
Fair.
walking towards you?
It can only be done so well.
It gets.
I
It just
guess.
seems gratuitous. I
Mhm.
just want like new zombies. That's why I love like zombie video games because they'll do like special zombies that look crazy. Like
They tried to do that.
Resident Evil actually did that.
They tried to do that in Zombieland 2, and it was the worst piece of shit movie that I've ever seen.
I don't know why you feel so strongly.
It was just so
I didn't think it was
bad.
great. What was the special zombie? They did have a few.
I can't remember, like the
They were so
Terminator or
uninteresting.
something.
It didn't matter.
Mhm.
Like I thought it was gonna be like Left 4 Dead, where it was
Yeah.
like they're game changers. They all
Mhm.
have powers, and it
Nothing.
was just like
No.
that one. I think there was one that screamed or something, or attracted the others or something. It was something stupid.
Movie sucked. It was so fucking bad.
I really just think.
I was so upset. That was the.
I think that Zombieland.
I can't remember
1,
the last time that I regretted.
Have you seen
paying money for a
Zombieland
movie.
1 recently?
Not recently.
I don't
enough.
think it holds up. I watched it again, and it's better than 2, but they're similar. They're both campy as fuck.
Yeah, but like the characters had so much more.
They had a better dynamic.
Yeah,
it didn't age
back
well.
then. It's like they hadn't talked since they filmed the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, and they on the social media they're all acting like like they just couldn't wait to see
Mhm.
each other again and stuff. And it was like I was excited when you see the cast of Jumanji like hanging out, like Jack Black
Mhm.
posting about being with The Rock and stuff. I kind of get like excited. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, cool, they're all hanging
Mhm.
out, they're all having fun, but
yeah.
because it feels genuine, it
Mhm.
feels like they actually are kind of excited to see each other and make a dumb movie.
I never saw
They
the first
know
one.
what it is.
The second one.
What
I never saw the second one, but
I saw the
first
second
I
one
enjoyed.
recently. Great,
Mm-hmm.
just as good as the first one.
Good to know.
Just a good time. It's dumb,
mm-hmm.
but I like that it's a video game movie. It really actually
Mhm.
it allows itself to be
Yeah,
a video game
yeah.
movie. They have lives and they play into
Mhm.
those bits. And
They use video game jokes,
yeah,
even if they are like kind of like.
and
I
some of
don't
their
know.
logic is just dumb.
Yeah, but it's it's fun for what it is.
It could be better, but
Mhm.
it's cool, and I'm glad it exists.
Yeah.
and I'm for
Yeah.
more of it.
Mm-hmm. So
More like it.
Julian, I got something for you, and it's a quiz on BuzzFeed. Don't get too excited, but I got it for you, and I want you to do it.
I do.
Julian, I know how much you love Taco Bell.
'Kay.
So
Not true, but let's do it.
here's
Is this a Taco Bell quiz?
it's a Taco Bell quiz.
I'll guess all the ingredients. Is it beef and cheese?
That's it. You win.
Sick.
Quiz is over. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next
Nachos
week.
Bel Grandes, Taco Crunch,
So
Doritos
you have
Locos,
to right now. You have to pick a
Dos.
taco.
wrap.
Here's just here's a taco supreme. Just a
Pick
soft
one.
flourish taco. And then
I
that's
wouldn't order any of these.
which one of those would you pick? That's a
I'd-
cheesy
I would-
gordita crunch.
I don't eat beef, so I'd pick this potato one.
Okay, all right, good to know. And now you're gonna pick a burrito for me. How about a quesarito, a beef supreme, something else, and that one? How about what? Those are your choices.
Oh, these look like nightmares without context.
They really do if you just zoomed in
They
on
look
the
like just
contents of
sludge.
these.
I guess this one. That one looks kind
Okay.
of healthy.
Yeah, it's got some guacamole and it's a little green.
Yeah.
So here's what I can say. So we got some cinnamon swirls.
Yeah.
You've
The
got
cinnamon
little,
dust.
Yeah, you got the little cheesecake balls dipped in.
Oh, the cinnamons, the cinnamon
Sure.
delights.
Yeah.
Those are bangers.
And then you've got a Mountain Dew Baja Blast
Okay.
freeze.
It's always pretty
or
good. It's like
a
solid
strawberry
drink.
Skittles freeze.
Strawberry Skittle one's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the Starburst one better.
Mm-hmm.
Those are actually my favorite thing to talk about.
Oh.
I'm always like, these are fun flavors. And Icy's, fun fact, Coke Icy is my favorite thing. I love Coke Icy.
Yeah, you've got.
And I haven't had
air,
one in a hot minute
water.
because it's winter. Yeah, it's so simple. One day, if I can, I would like to own a machine so I can just have it.
Huh.
It can't be. It's probably a bitch to operate
Yeah.
because you got to buy the like CO2 and
Uh-huh.
stuff. Anyway, I'll go with Cinnabon Delights.
That's the swirls, right, or those things?
The circles.
The circles.
Yeah.
Pick a side. Chips and guac.
Why would you get sides?
This
at
what's
Taco Bell?
this? It's a bowl of potatoes with cheese on it. A rolled quesadilla, or chips and cheese dip.
Let's go chips and guac.
Chips and guac.
I think
Classic.
their guac is pretty
That's
bad.
a good classic. Really?
I think
There's
the only
something-
good fast food guac is Filberto's.
From the breakfast menu, what are you getting? You getting those ball delights again? A breakfast crunch wrap supreme. Ball delights, my favorite episode of Arrested Development. Hash brown, or a potato breakfast burrito with egg and bacon.
Crunch wrap.
Crunch wrap. A breakfast crunch wrap. Pick
Breakfast
a drink.
crunch wrap is better than the regular crunch wrap.
Pick a drink. Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Just a Baja Blast. God damn it. Pepsi,
Okay.
a Lipton iced tea, or water.
Honestly, water.
Yeah. Okay.
My stomach doesn't like soda very much.
Now we need you to pick one last item.
Yeah.
A chicken quesadilla. A beef tostada. A salad bowl, a burrito salad bowl. I don't know. Looks like it has chicken.
Okay.
And a Crunchwrap Supreme.
I don't like any of those. Chicken quesadilla, I guess. The sauce is unique.
Danielle.
Oh,
Do you know a Danielle in your life?
I do not.
Fuck.
Why?
Well, if you don't, then you certainly will soon.
Uh-huh.
And sparks are about to fly.
Oh, God. Jenna, don't listen. We can change your name legally. It's fine.
This was your taste in Taco Bell will reveal your future soulmate's first name with 99.99% accuracy.
Fuck! That's so accurate. I should
You were
rethink
the
my Taco Bell order.
0.01%.
I hesitated on a few.
You
I feel like
did.
I fucked it up.
I'm gonna try something real quick.
All right. This one you gotta just do. No. Yeah. I probably got really dark. Huh? That looks great. Let's cut yours.
Do we not want to use that one?
I don't know. You can.
That one wasn't good.
I
It
don't
was
know.
too visual.
I feel like it took a while. All right.
Mhm.
So you're going to just check off all of the foods you've eaten on this list.
Okay.
So do you remember Yogos?
What are they?
Yogos were little yogurt covered
Oh my god.
little circles.
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah. They
I
were
remember those.
they're okay. They're weird.
I remember eating them on the playground.
You remember Hubba Bubba Squeeze Pops?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I didn't like a lot of the weird liquid
They had those
candies.
in the line at Blockbuster.
Dude,
That's what I'm remembering it from.
Blockbuster had the
Mhm.
coolest
Had
snacks.
so much candy.
Dude, they had the
They had every
Blockbuster
single
was the
Pop
only
Rocks.
place I ever saw Wonka bars.
Yeah.
And I was always like, these
had-
have to I remember the first time I got one, like my mom was always like, they're not very good.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, have you seen the movie? People go fucking nuts for these things.
What don't you get?
So I got one and I ate it and I was like, no, you're right, this is kind of shitty.
isn't good.
It goes Hershey, Nestle, Wonka.
Oh, there's nothing else in between. There probably is. Wonka's
I'm
at
sure
the
there's a
bottom.
million others, but of the main, like of those,
Wonka ain't good.
Wonka's bad.
Um,
Anyway, so let's move on to Jell-O pudding pops. The ones that be incomparable.
no. No.
He's incomparable.
No.
Would you like to compare him with somebody? Have you had one?
Wait, can I see it?
That's a special mix.
I actually don't think I
variety.
have had
Okay.
it.
How about Trix Fruity Shapes? That's the Trix where they were all shaped like the
Yeah.
fruits.
Yep. I remember.
I remember those, and those were good.
Mm-hmm.
Fig Newtons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love me some Fig Newtons.
Dunkaroos?
Yeah.
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos.
Why did we both do that? Was that their slogan? Dunkaroos.
That couldn't have been their slogan. There's no way.
I don't think they had one. Kids Cuisine.
Yeah, of course.
Jenna wasn't allowed to have them because her mom said that they were bad.
They probably were bad.
They were bad.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, they were very bad.
Probably awful
Oh,
for
they
you.
were. No, not health-wise.
Yeah.
I just mean like they were just
But that too.
crap. They were crap.
Mhm.
How about Grips?
Yeah, Grips.
I
I would try and do the little tricks that they did in the commercials.
Yeah, never worked for me.
Mm-mm.
Um, I didn't like most of the options for Grips of the
What
flavors.
do you mean? They had like the cookie ones and Cheez-Its. What else do you need?
I never liked Cheez-Its.
You bastard.
Yeah, I know. How about French Toast Crunch?
Yeah.
Trix Yogurt.
Uh-huh.
Okay, classic. Obviously.
Tricks are...
Pretzel sticks. They look like this. I don't think I ever had those.
Not those pretzel sticks. No, I've had
regular
had
pretzel,
pretzel
sticks.
sticks, yeah.
These ones are very colorful. Well, I'm gonna assume that they just mean pretzel sticks.
I guess. Okay.
This one just says craft, but it means these
The mac and
fun
cheese.
mallows.
Oh.
Jet puffed.
The colored ones?
I don't know. Those don't
Ooh.
ring a bell to me.
The
They look ugly.
really like the pink and green and white.
Oh yeah, they're
yeah.
the ones that were
Uh-huh.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Twistables. They were like these thick ass fruit snacks. They were like
Twistables, let me
twisted
see.
together ropes.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do remember
High
that.
C fruit punch,
Mhm.
of course.
I see.
Potato sticks. They were like individual hash brown chips.
Oh yeah, like
they
the
were
little
pretty
tiny
good actually.
fries.
They were like if you took a Ruffle and just
Yeah.
mashed it
Uh-huh.
up.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo fruit snacks,
Mhm.
of course.
I hated fruit snacks, but I've had
Were
them.
they called Scooby snacks?
No, they were just.
What were they?
were
Sold
just
Scooby
Scooby.
snacks. What were Scooby snacks? They were like a
I think they
cookie.
did sell.
The Hershey Kissables.
I mean-
Those were like hard little colorful Hershey Kisses.
Mm-mm.
Those were actually okay.
I don't remember those.
Milk in cereal bars.
Yeah.
I remember those were
Mhm.
huge.
Those were great.
The milk part of it was always a little weird. To
Uh-huh.
me. It's like very, very sweet.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like milk at all.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, dude, Fruit Loops cereal straw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of cereal
Why did
straws.
those go
Do you
out?
remember?
Yeah, they had like
Uh-huh.
Cocoa Pebbles
Yeah.
and a lot of them. Ritz Bits S'mores. I remember the commercials for that.
Bits s'mores.
Remember that? I
Uh-uh.
can like totally remember the commercial.
I liked Ritz.
I didn't
loved
like
just
them very much
classic
in real
Ritz.
life, but the commercial made
Really?
them look so good. Fruit roll-up stackers. Those were those little circles.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those were so fucking cool.
Uh-huh.
Dirt cups, dirt and worms.
Oh yeah, I hate
Pudding,
that. That's a fucking
dirt,
thing.
yeah.
It's so gross.
It's unnecessary.
It's.
I don't
yeah,
think Oreo should be used in that way.
I don't think gummy worms should be used in that way.
Yeah, especially not. Gummy worms don't belong with chocolate.
No.
I don't know who thought that was a good
But
idea.
even just the texture alone, even if they were chocolate flavored, it wouldn't be good.
Flintstone vitamins.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid bursts. Those were the Kool-Aid
That were kind of like
penis
gushers.
things. You know, where you twist off the
no.
little crown.
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, the Queen
Mhm.
Amidala.
Mm-hmm.
How about Danimals smoothies?
It's a classic.
Ritz crackers and cheese. The dippy cups.
Hope we get that audio. That's like an Eric Andre when he's just sitting there. It sounds like somebody's being like captured in the ceiling. He's just what?
The crackers and cheese, the dippy one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Push push-ups. Those are those ice creams with the Flintstones on them, and you would like push it up as you ate it.
I remember Push Pops, but not that one.
Okay, I had those a lot as a kid. Minute Maid juice bars. Those were those like triangle ices.
Yeah.
These shitty little ice cream cups with the wooden spoons.
Yep.
Yeah, those are bangers. Circus animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
white and pink with the sprinkles.
Oh, those are so good.
Those are good, dude.
There were never enough in the little
You
bags
know
that
what
you
I
would
always
get
liked?
when you get the little single order bags,
Oh,
you
that's
know?
yes, a bag.
There was
full.
never
You gotta get
enough.
the whole thing. I used to really like those animal crackers that were like the most basic, bland
Just animal crackers.
animal crackers.
Uh-huh.
And I also liked the ones that always came
In
in
my
like that little
soup.
box that were like they were like in their little circus truck things.
Mhm.
Those are different. They had different flavor than the like cheap ones that came in a big tub. I
But
liked
the cheap
both
ones were fine.
a lot.
Yeah, they're both good.
And those are not on the list. Fruit stripe gum, zebra,
Yeah.
and kudos bars. Kudos bars were like granola bars,
Dude, those were
but very good.
Oh my.
The best granola bar I ever had in my life. Had so much sugar in it.
Holy crap, dude. Kudos bars.
All
I
right.
totally forgot about Kudos bars. Hold on. That was like currency in
Yeah?
in my like junior high.
Really?
Yeah.
Those were good.
Those were so good.
Yeah, I wish
In
I don't know if they still make those.
5th grade, 4th and 5th grade, you could you could do something to get them at school somehow. And they
Oh,
were
like
just
literally
the
you could-
absolute
wow, that's
yeah.
cool.
No, but like you could just do something but like literally it was like they were traded like cigarettes in prison.
That's
Is
so
that what it
dorky.
is?
That's awesome.
I don't know. I totally
weird.
forgot about those until
Well,
now.
here's your results, man.
Okay.
You definitely grew up in the early 2000s. Congratulations. You were a kid during the peak of snack foods, and you were lucky enough to have these iconic snacks stocked in your house.
I mean, how many
That's it.
iconic snacks do you think there are today that are so much better than those?
I go through the aisles every once in a while. I look at the snack aisle is always interesting to me because it hasn't changed much. Oreo is like always this giant section. The honey graham section is usually pretty big. Like you get these big staples of all these classic treats. I rarely see anything new. It's just new takes on the same old thing.
Sure.
So it's like Oreo will be like, "Hey, do you want us to put fucking Krispy Kreme donut in this?" And everyone's like, "Yes, please." And then they do like weird shit like that every once in a while. But for the most part, it's like the same shit. I feel like we haven't gotten there. There's been no breakthrough. I don't know any cool new snack that's like whoa. Kombucha.
That
Snack that smiles back. Kombucha. Yerba mate.
Sherbet.
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 Steven
Sherbet.
Steven Sorbet.
That's when he retires. Can you open up a shop?
Steven
Sorbet.
Steven Sorbet.
It's just a sorbet stand, and it's just him. He works the stand. He doesn't hire anybody. He makes it. I can see him doing it.
Yeah, he'd enjoy
He'd be
that.
bored
Nice
otherwise.
simple life.
For old Steve.
Good old
Steve Cole.
Little Stevie Cole.
Stevie Condor.